Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, my name is Nishitha and I would love for you to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. In today's video, we are going to test out the Dior Backstage foundation. I have this little sample right here. I made a purchase on Sephora, so you could pick a sample of this. I thought I would do a review before this foundation actually releases. I think this one is going to be released on June 15th. I'm gonna pull up the claims of this foundation on the Sephora website. I mean, it's listed on the Sephora website. It says coming soon. So I'm gonna open this and see like what the claims are. So you have 40 different shades in this foundation. I feel like after Fenty Beauty revolution of 40 shades, Rihanna really set the bar high for the shade range. Now not all of the brands, but at least most of them are trying to come out with a really wide range of shades, which is really amazing. So this is a medium coverage foundation and it's supposed to be for all skin types. It's gonna give a matte finish. It's waterproof and sweat resistant. Dior Backstage face and body. So it's a face and body foundation. You can use this on your body as well. So this is the Dior makeup artist's secret weapon to create a flawless runway ready complexion for both the face and body. The waterproof formula fuses with skin resisting extreme conditions like workout sessions, water, and even high temperatures and humid environments. It can also be used to camouflage minor imperfections on the neck, shoulders, legs, or anywhere else. Best of all, it's available in 40 shades with a natural matte finish. I have to run few errands. Let's see how this foundation holds up in this hot Arizona weather. So that would be a great test for this foundation. And the samples that were available on Sephora, they only had neutral shades. And I got the shade which is 4N. I would probably go with 4W once this foundation comes out. It's the small sample size. So it came with a spatula. It has this nice mild scent. Nothing too extreme, but it smells like really luxurious and sophisticated. So I'm gonna dot this onto my skin. Okay, it's very liquidy. I mean, I can feel it and it looks like it's gonna be really sheer as well. I'm just loving the spatula applicators. I like it more than a pump, because with the pump you have to apply the foundation somewhere before you get it onto your face. I'm just using my damp beauty blender to blend it out and see if we get any coverage. They say the coverage is supposed to be medium. Okay, it definitely is in between light to medium, but it's more of a light coverage than a medium coverage. And they don't claim this to be a super full coverage foundation. So okay, it blends out really well. I think you don't even need to use any tools. You can just use your fingers to blend out this foundation. And it looks really natural on the skin. So the coverage is definitely not there, but it evened out my skin tone really well. And it blended out within like 2 seconds. On this side, I'm going to use a brush and see if with brush we can get more coverage. So I'm taking this Luxie 530 flat top kabuki brush. One more thing is that this particular shade is a little bit dark on my skin tone, but since the foundation is a little bit sheer and really lightweight, once it blends out it doesn't look as dark. So I would say go with 3.5W. That would match my skin perfectly. So it blended out really well. With brush, I feel like you get a little bit more coverage than with a sponge. But with sponge, you get more dewy finish than with the brush. This side looks more matte than this side, but the brush worked really well as well. I'm gonna add just one more layer in the areas where I need it, just to see how this foundation layers. Application wise, I think if you have dry skin, you would like to blend this foundation out better with a beauty blender, because it adds extra hydration to the skin. because this foundation, I could see it definitely is drying down to a matte finish. But if you have oily skin, I think you would prefer a brush. But I personally prefer the beauty blender because I just love to bounce the beauty blender on my face. Okay, so it blended out really well and it layered pretty awesome. So I got a little bit more coverage with 2 layers, but so definitely it's a light coverage foundation, but you can build it up to a medium. I know I already mentioned this, but if you're closer to my skin tone, definitely go with a shade lighter. I would say either go with 3W or 3.5W. This is a little bit too dark, and since it's summer, I'm a lot tanned than my original skin color. So when it's winter, I would have to go even lighter in this foundation. But for now, I would say go with 3W or 3.5W. It looks really good on the skin. I don't feel like I have anything. It's not tacky to the touch. It definitely is drying down to a not like really uncomfortable matte where I can't move my face. It's this nice natural matte finish. It looks like my skin but better, and it's not drying on the skin as well. So even if you have dry skin, you might really like it. But I would recommend using a beauty blender if you have dry skin. If you have oily skin, I think you're gonna like this foundation. I mean, just based on first impressions. We're gonna know more once we do the wear test. I'm gonna quickly finish the rest of my makeup. I'm gonna speed up through this process. The rest of my makeup is done. Everything blended out really well. The foundation didn't disrupt the blending process at all. But one thing that I want to mention is that if you have extreme discoloration issues, this might not do a really good job covering all of that since it's a light to medium coverage foundation. But other than that, the foundation looks really natural on the skin. It feels really lightweight. I just don't feel like I have anything on my skin. And my makeup turned out really good. So now I'm gonna go. I have to run some errands, and at the end of my day I'm gonna do a final check-in. I'll probably do some close-up so we can see together how this foundation looks at the end of the day. It's really hot outside, so let's see if this foundation will withstand Arizona's weather. So I'll see you all in few hours. So guys, it's been almost 8 hours and the foundation held up really well. Nothing moved around. It definitely is transfer resistant. It definitely is really long wearing and lightweight and heat resistant. I was moving around a lot in the mall and nothing moved around. But the thing that I noticed is that I don't see a difference finish wise between this foundation and the Dior Forever Skin. Sure, the consistency is different. This one is more liquidy than the Dior Forever Skin. But once you do all of your makeup, the foundation is going to look exactly the same. I don't see a lot of difference finish wise. That also has a matte finish. This also has a matte finish. While we are on that, if you have normal skin and oily skin, you will love this foundation. Even if you have dry skin, I would recommend use a really hydrating primer underneath or use a really hydrating mist on top. This will definitely work for you, and it has this nice natural finish. I like this foundation. There is nothing bad to say about it. It is not like badly settling into my smile lines. It is settling a little bit, but nothing noticeable or nothing too crazy. But I'm not gonna buy the full size because I already own a foundation that looks exactly like this. But if I have to pick only one between this and that foundation, I definitely go with the Dior Forever Skin because it has more coverage in it. But if you have already tried the Dior Forever Skin, you don't like it for some reason, but you like the finish of the foundation, this is an alternative for that. I'm gonna like zoom you guys in so you can see up close and decide for yourself if this is the finish that you want your foundations to have. So that completes this video. I hope this review was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the bell notification button so you can get notified every time I upload a new video. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye.